sure if Anexis was unfamiliar with that. I don't think that was necessarily a great move by them. I really think playing a really one-sided map could have been their best option, because as we talked about earlier, all they needed was rounds. They did not need to win that match.
Yeah, and even if they put a map like Train, they can get 12-3'd on CT, and then as long as they can get 9 rounds on their CT, which is possible, even especially versus a team like SK that's T side is not that great. You get pistol, you get first gun, they're gonna probably beat you, but at least you can kind of grind, Yeah. I mean, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I guess they might have had that, like I said, they might have had that confidence from beating NaVi on the map. But I think that if NaVi played SK on it, they would get destroyed too. So
yeah. So
yeah.
I for one am a little disappointed that NaVi and SK are already gonna play in the quarters. Obviously, it's a better match earlier on, but I think those two could have even met in the finals. So it's a bummer in my opinion. I think Isahara Fnatic could be an interesting match though, depending if MSX can finally start fragging tomorrow or not.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Fnatic, Isahara. Fnatic has beaten NaVi a bunch of times, but yeah. I don't know. What do you think about Fnatic just beating NaVi all the time? Is this a bit of luck on Fnatic's part, or do they just have NaVi's number now with Freeze?
It's hard to say.
Because with Freeze, have they lost to NaVi? They just beat them. From what I remember, I think they've beat them pretty much every time they played them.
Well, they've only played twice now, though. They played last weekend. They got that free win on Nuke that I don't really put really any value on against NaVi. They did win Train though, which was impressive for sure. I didn't see that game, so I can't comment on that too much. And they won Tuscan now, but I feel like today NaVi was playing sloppy. So I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see one of the top teams play against Fnatic, other than NaVi.
Yeah, because we've seen it before where one of the top 10 teams, they can't break the top 5 and they can't win tourneys, or they can get the top 5 but they can never win, but they'll beat one of the contending people. They just somehow, they just have their number, So
yeah.
It could be possible that Fnatic just can beat NaVi, but it doesn't mean they'll beat other people. It's just weird how things work. Sometimes playstyle clashes just give you a big favor just for some weird reason. They just don't play well versus you or something, Whereas I think Moscow 5 coincidentally kind of fits playing versus SK just because their chaotic, weird playstyle doesn't favor get right and force, kind of just straight aiming. There's just flashes blowing up everywhere. They're running it with deagle spamming. That's not their comfort zone,
Okay, apparently, there's something you and I might have, and by might have, I mean have, overlooked, which is the fact there is no three-way tie, which means round difference counts against every single team, and not just the teams that are tied. Not only SK, which means cold frag match counts, and that actually puts Anexis ahead of Isahara by 2 rounds, because they demolished them 16-0.
Oh yeah, I thought that if that came into play, then those guys would advance for sure, because that's just, yeah.
So I suppose that actually puts Anexis through.
So Anexis finally passed the group stage. The bells are ringing.
Yep.
Look at this, MSX top fragging versus cold game. I don't know why you're mad, Tommy. 27-16. Deleto 31-20. All right, but I guess we'll
I mean,
wrap this up.
we're talking about a team that Anexis beat 16-0, and I should be impressed that MSX finally got some frag.
All right, so we will do a couple last-minute things. Check out winout.net. Get premium, $4.95 a month. You can check out awesome frag movies, strat books, strat videos. They basically just take, rounds and CT setups and stuff and kind of show them in depth, explain them to you. Saves you a lot of time on demo watching, helps your team out a lot. Yep, check it out.
This is Ron Rambo Ken showing you how to
See one of my teammates spotted. Keeping this in mind, I now smoke off the bomb tree.
Alex Van Silly wins from Winout.net with another playbook.
This is Todd Anger Williams from Team Dynamic, and any player that upgrades to Winout Pro is guaranteed to see improvement in their gameplay.
This is Tommy Lerpis-Kavanen from Power Gaming. I've been traveling to tournaments all over the world for years now, and the best way to keep up with the latest strats and player trends is by watching Winout playbooks and commentary.